Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is I'm going to talk about dating as a trans woman. I think I've talked about this, but I think it's been a really long time since I've done a video about my dating. I don't want to talk about my dating life and kind of like my perspective, stuff like that. And before we begin, yes, I have on clothes. I'm wearing a tube top. I thought it would be cute for the video, but y'all can't even really see it, so dang. Um, Okay, but before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. All right, so let's get started. Um, okay, so dating as a trans woman. Um, Honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it sucks. Dating as a trans woman definitely sucks. Maybe it depends on how you see or whatever, but it really sucks. Like every time when I tell a guy up front that I'm trans, um a lot of the times all of a sudden they just want to be friends, or they don't want to pursue me anymore like they were trying to, which really sucks. Definitely. It's kind of hot in here. Let me like roll down the window. Yeah, so it pretty much sucks dating as a trans woman. On top of that too, like what else? Like a lot of the guys too, like some of them, like they're curious, like they still kind of want to pursue you and stuff, but like it's like they dip one toe in and then one toe out, because it's kind of like they're curious, and it just like really sucks. And a lot of guys be asking like, well, how do I date a trans girl, all this stuff. And a lot of them too, it's like they'll ask you straight up like what, which I understand, but if you're gonna just ask me up front like sex, like what I have down below and if I'm a top, bottom, whatever, um it's just gonna make me really look at you sideways and just like be like, no, I'm just, now I know what this is about, and I don't really want to talk to you anymore. um that's another thing too. Or they'll always keep you like and the back door of things. Like they'll still will talk to other biological women, but if they're not getting them by the biological women, then they're gonna try to mess with you and keep you as like a last resort, which I think is totally not cool. Definitely makes me really angry and upset. But that's honestly been like my dating life. I want to say like my dating life like lately is definitely, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, girl single as heck. I just been working a lot, working on my goals and stuff like that. So I think that's probably what it is. Um, but my thing is to like, what was I gonna say? But like dating, you just got a bunch of guys that just kind of like it can either go down like three different ways. I want to say, like, if you tell him you're trans up front, and this is if you're telling him up front. I mean, I noticed like a lot of girls don't say anything, and then that's what's making them like either get hurt or number two get their heart broken like later on. So it's good to just get your heart broken now so that way you don't waste your time and energy and his time and energy. um so like definitely how it can go down like three ways is like if you tell a guy you're trans up front, most likely he's probably not going to want you. B, he still wants to talk to you, but he's not gonna like pursue you like he was going to, but like still want to keep you on the back burner for last resort. Or C, he may just accept you and be like, all right, let's hang out and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of guys too, they still won't like treat you like a biological woman, even if they know that you're trans and everything. They see you as a woman and stuff. I feel like they're still not gonna like treat you like how they would treat a biological woman, I feel like. And I just feel like that sucks. And I'm not saying all men are like that, but I'm just saying a lot of them just won't. And I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. Um, like I was talking to this one guy, like me and him was talking, stuff like that. And, he's a really cool guy, super nice. And he just totally was like, once he found out I was trans, like he was totally open to it, super nice, but he just told me straight up like, oh, I just want to be friends, like all that stuff. I don't want nothing romantic with you. And it's just kind of like, dang, like, so you're gonna give all this up? You're gonna give all this up? Okay, all right, that's fine. And it kind of just it put a really like a big toll on me. Like I to be honest, y'all, I pretty much cried because I was just kind of like, dang, I put in so much work into how I look and got all these surgeries, and I'm still like, and I'm being honest too. That's the thing too. It's not like I'm being stealth and like hiding it and stuff like that. Like I'm flat out just very upfront because if there's something that if he's married or has kids or what, that's something that I would want to. That's stuff I want to know up front too before I know what I'm getting myself into. So, yeah, so I just think it's only fair. I think it's right. It took me a really long time to understand that because before I used to just hide it and stuff like that. Just so like he take me out to eat, treat me like the woman that I am. But it's just now I'm just at a point now where it's just kind of like my time is really valuable, and if you can't accept me for me being up front, then I don't even think it should even go any further than that. And that's just where I'm coming from. Um, but yeah, I was talking to this guy, and me and was hitting off talking and stuff like that. I did put it in my bio that I was trans. I always do that. Um, and I put that I was post op too. I feel like that's kind of doing too much, but I still just put that in there just to see, like, maybe, But honestly, I feel like the guys, they'll still treat you like if you're trans, you're trans at the end of the day. Um, yeah, so this guy kind of just looked at me. He said, are you trans? I said yes. And so I was like, oh, here we go. So he still started talking to me, and he was like, yeah, I think you're cool. Like, what with your whoops. I was like, okay, cool. And then, yeah, so then I just later was like, well, I hope you don't have a problem with that. And then he said, I don't have a problem with it, but I just, I think we're better off as friends, and, I don't want nothing romantic with you. So I just kind of, I was like, dang. So I just started crying. Um, I just started crying. I just kind of, I kind of broke down yesterday because it's just like, it's frustrating. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm less than any other girl out there, any other biological woman out there. Um, it's like I'm on hormone replacement therapy. I got sexual reassignment surgery, got my breasts done, got my face done. My hair is long, it's down to my butt. It's just like, dang, like no matter what I do, I'm always still going to be not going to be as equal to a biological woman, if they know. And it kind of just put me like really sad and, everything like that. But, after I stopped crying after a couple minutes, I kind of realized, I was like, you know what? That's his fault. And you know what? That's why he got issues. And that's probably why he's on this dating app, because he can't even see what's in front of him. And on top of that, um, rejection is redirection. So him not wanting to be with you is probably a good thing. So that's just something to keep in mind. At least you're true to yourself, and I think that's self-love. Like, I just think I still need to work on my self-love and everything, but I think me coming out and just putting myself and being upfront with who I am, I think that is like steps to loving yourself, and everything like that. And I'm starting to eat healthy. I stopped eating fast food. What else? I'm working on myself, eating healthy, working out, um, everything like that. So, most definitely, you guys, dating as a trans woman, it does suck, but at the same time, it definitely, there's some positives in it. It's just, you can't look at it as all bad, but I don't know. It's just, I guess, the time period that we live in, or it's the people men I'm attracting. Because it just sucks too. Because it's like I can get any guy that I want, but like to make him actually like stay and like have a relationship with me, it's just so it's I can't make him stay for the love of me. So you know, I don't know, but I'm just keep working on yourself. That is kind of like my dating life, and also dating as a trans woman. I feel like, because I notice a lot of trans girls too, like their relationships are like mine. And not only that too, like I'm not the type where I'm about to like sleep with you on the first or second date. Like I'm actually gonna try to wait and be celibate. And like I've looked online, and like relationship coaches too, like if you want like a serious relationship to last, which I will definitely would love, later, soon enough, one day if it happens, um is that I'm gonna wait 3 months. because they said if you could wait 3 months, then like you can totally the relationship will totally last. So try to be celibate, try to really genuinely get to know them. And also too, like if a guy too, like in all my relationships too, like we've always started off as friends and then it grew into something more. So in all my real like relationships that I've had, so maybe like just go out, meet people, make friends, you know, and then just it just sucks because it's kind of like, dang, like I want it now, but like it is what it is. Also too, like what else? This other guy too, like there's some guys too that will try you too, like the last resort thing. I've been talking to this guy for since December. So like December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So we've been talking for 6 months. He lives literally like 40 minutes away from me and we still have never met up or anything. There was a couple of times where he made an attempt to come see me, but he just like it just his bike broke or he wanted to see me but it was super late for me and I was like, no, I'm okay. And we talk like, you know, I feel like I can be myself, he can be himself. And what was I gonna say? Like all of a sudden now, like lately, he's been making like sexual jokes and stuff, and it's just kind of like I even told him I was like, "You're gross," like no. And he's like, "Oh, this is just how I talk," like da 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 da. I'm like, "No, that is not how you talk. You used to never talk like that with me when we were talking and stuff." And so yeah, I mean, I don't really. He said that's just his sense of humor or whatever. But I think like he's just being like that because he trying to see if I'm gonna get on his level type, and I'm not. And also too like I just told him like flat out. I was like, you know, it's because I'm trans, and it's like if I was a biological woman, you would have been made attempts to come down here to see me, or because like I'm done going out my way to meet guys because it's just not even worth it to me. um, or try to pursue me or whatever. And he tried to flip into myself. No, don't do that. Like whoop de whoop, because he got deported, and then I still would talk to him, and you know, still talk to him, and then he ended up coming back, and then he hopped the border and made it back, and so yeah, like I told him straight up. I said a lot of girls would have stopped talking to you when you got deported, but I still talk to you and everything, and he just told me like, well, because he spent like thousands of dollars for a guy to get back to America. So, um, he just told me flat out like, look, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Like, if we do become something more, then we become something more. But you know, he just let me know like how he is. And to be honest, if a guy's unsure of himself, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, like cut it, cut that relationship. I mean, I also talk to him and be cool, but we ain't gonna be ever on that type of level. So I'm just focusing on myself as always. But just, you know, I'm putting my struggles out there just so like maybe y'all resonate with what I'm going through and stuff like that. But don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and definitely tell me too like what videos you guys want me to do, because I've been kind of running out of ideas and everything like that. But yeah, tell me what you guys want to see. You know, leave a comment down below, and you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep your head up. I love you guys, and stay magical.